built basically here, and we're gonna drop that ceiling. I think it's gonna be somewhere in here, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go halfway.
Okay. So what I was talking about with Jed is we could actually, if this is the edge of our wood, we could come back here and actually build a full soffit back here that it can attach to the ceiling, and then we don't have to hang it. This is all solid, 2x4s. But if you could do 4 foot wide, for me, like give me a popped up area inside there, that I can actually go back and cut this wood open, because it's gonna. I want it to be kind of a narrow, like 2 foot by 4 foot. But I want this to sit back far enough so that if I paint this black, I'm not going to see that there's ceiling up there.
Are you going to leave it open to the ceiling, or are you going to build?
No,
I'm gonna leave it open to the ceiling.
okay, then leave it. See, it's
leave it
even
open
better.
because you can paint the ceiling black.
Yeah,
right?
and that's even better because then I'll have farther for a drop. But the idea is that if this is my big wood ceiling, and I'll show this to the camera. If this is the big wood ceiling that I've got dropped, I'm going to be able to drop that chandelier straight through that opening. It's going to look super cool because all that barn will be interrupted with an opening the chandeliers just go straight up into.
Okay, but how wide?
That's what I'm saying. If I want to make this about 2 feet wide, then I want that to be about 4 feet wide.
Okay.
So I have a setback.
So you're not
So
talking
make-
about a 4 foot hole. You
So
want
make
a 2
this
foot.
Correct.
4 by 6.
Yeah, if you make, the bigger you make this, the more flexibility on site I have to make that cut in the barnwood ceiling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want you to give me max. So I would say 4 feet by 8 feet in the center of the room for your drywall. And then when we do the barnwood, I'm thinking it's going to be a 2 by 4. So if this is the opening and my chandeliers drop down there, behind it.
Well, then let me do that 4 by 6.
Okay.
Opening. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So the soffit's 4 by 6.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually going to cut the barnwood and do the L channel,
Right.
the angle iron, and we'll clean it all
And
up.
then that way, yeah.
Yeah, and I think architecturally the ceiling's still floating, and it's going to look even more interesting because I have a reveal here, and then in the center I've got that reveal, and those chains come down. I think it's just going to look amazing,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm going to shoot for. And then we have the cans floating in there as well.
And then what I was gonna do is on the lighting that goes, the cove lighting,
Correct.
I was actually just gonna mount that on this.
Yeah, it's perfect because it'll throw the light out. It'll bounce the light
Throw
out.
the light out here and
Right.
bounce it out.
And we have our little cans. I think it just that fit right in there too. It'll probably be easier to put your housings up in the
Right,
drywall.
in this drop, in this.
I think everything just works better, and I feel like it's up there
Are
really
you,
tight.
you going to put a plywood to attach the barnwood to, and paint the plywood black, and then just
Oh, there you go.
there you go.
We're gonna be good to go. And we'll have to hand select these planks to make sure. I don't want a lot of variation in that one.
Right.
Kind of quiet.
But see, then, so there's the, I mean, we're gonna take that plywood the bottom, and then paint all of that. We're gonna paint
Paint that whole thing black.
from here to here.
Yeah, exactly. So up above is black. Right. So the light will throw
And
more to the side.
And the changer will come down from the 15-foot ceiling.
Correct. Which is
Okay,
going to
that'll
look
be cool.
totally cool. It's going to be almost like being at a barn and you have those big chains that come down and you hoist stuff up. I kind of want it to be that rustic modern.
Yeah, so it'll come down through it.
Yeah. So I want to respect the modern lines we have going, but I still like that rustic element. I think that's just going to nail it. I think it's going to be great.
I think my only concern about those chandeliers you wanted yesterday, they're going to look kind of wimpy hanging from it.
Not if we do two. I think they'll look dynamite if we do two. And we could actually change the chain to something beefier too.
Oh, so you're gonna do 2 in here?
Oh, definitely two. That's why I want it long. So I can either do one long rectangular fixture or do two. So you'll need to know that, I guess, with your J box.
I need to know that.
So we'll select.
I need to know that.
Okay.
I was a problem yesterday. I wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it.
Now, I honestly, I think if I could change those bulbs to kind of a rounder shape, they would look so cool and modern. I don't think you would
I think
mind
if
the
you
bulbs.
went to Marburger with Suzanne on Tuesday,
Yeah.
there's guys there that build that stuff that looks really primo.
But that one had like a modern aesthetic to it. It was rustic, but it had the ridges and I mean, it was just so artfully done.
I'm the color guy.
You're the color guy.
I'm the color guy.